Hi and welcome back to the Dally Diaries. Kristel with you. I'm so glad you could join me today or tonight. Maybe you're doing a bit of midnight YouTube viewing or whatever the time is. Today we're going to have some fun just going through. I have found a whole stack of old makeup while I've been just doing some resorting and cleaning out and stuff. And so we're going to go through today the blushes that I have found, and if we have time, potentially the highlighters, bronzers as well. We'll see how we are traveling. Before we dive in, can I just say huge thanks to Sue, because she gifted me with some things from Bipolar Sparkle, an indie brand. And I have one of the eyeshadows on my eyes today in the shade Selflessness, and it's really pretty. I have it on over the top of a Mecca zoom stick, and choking on a lentil. Just made lentils for lunch. And it's a really pretty multi-chrome, and I'm really enjoying it. And I can't wait to play with the other things that I have here. So I've got one of the Phoenix flaky gels, and the colors look so beautiful, right up my alley. Sue knows me very well. And then this one here, another eyeshadow called Honesty. So I'll definitely be playing with those and wearing those in the next couple of videos. Alrighty, so let's get into this. Now, this is by no means all of the old makeup I have, because I also have a huge, massive case of makeup that originally was stuff that I would take out to freelance work jobs, and then I think it just ended up being a place where I stowed makeup I wasn't using. So we'll get to that one day as well, but we're just going to take care of the box for now. Let's dive in. All right, I feel like I'm actually quite organized today compared to normal. I even have something to remove the makeup with off my hand when I'm swatching it. So really, I'm nailing life right now. To kick things off, we're going to go in with a classic. Now, this is very broken, but it is my Nars Orgasm Blush, and I've had this for so long. I don't know what is going on here, but not only is it broken, but it's really sticky. I don't know, there's obviously some kind of leakage. But this was a famous, iconic blush from Nars, and I think it's since been reformulated, which is great. I mean, I haven't felt the new formula, but to be honest, I never fell in love with this blush. I think the shade is really pretty, but if I'm being honest, I was actually working for Bobbi Brown for a few years, and I have to say that there was a Bobbi Brown color. I've actually used it in videos before, but it's one of the round, it was one of their bronzing powders, but the shade is actually quite similar to this, and it was called Santa Barbara, and it's absolutely beautiful, and I prefer the texture of that, and I still have that. And so, do you know what? I think I'm gonna say goodbye to this. I have never been that blown away by Nars blushes or Nars eyeshadows for that matter. Yeah, I've just always, I don't know, I've never seen the big deal about Nars blushes. I haven't loved the texture. It feels kind of dry and gritty to me. So maybe the reformulation is better, but yeah, I've never been compelled to buy any further blushes from Nars. And so as much as that is really pretty, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I mean, look, it's trashed. It's trashed. And I never use it, so. That one is an out. Oh, by the way, I wanted to give you an update on my metabolic reset program that I was doing with a naturopath. So I will be doing that at some point in the next week or so before I go overseas. And if you have any other questions or anything you want, like, I don't know, if you want to know anything about my endo, you want to know anything about my life, whatever. Oh, you want to know about how I live with such a noisy dog. Feel free to hit me up. I can do a bit of like a Q&A session if that sounds like fun. We've done our guard duty. Let's continue pressing on here. Oh gosh, I'm so clumsy. Life is hard when you're so clumsy. Okay, next up, I have got a really old blush here. This is from Body Shop, from the Body Shop. I don't know what color it is because it's, oh, I think it's still got a number on it. Nah, don't know. But anyway, it's an old blush, and I'm eating billy hair. Always eating billy hair. It's a delicacy around here. Oh, that's a really pretty glowy peach shade. Geez, this blush must be like 10 years old. They were ahead of the curve with their glowy blushes, that's for sure. Look at that. It's very nice. Okay, I might hold on to that before I part with it. So that's going in the to be tested pile. Okay, I've got something a bit more recent here, and that is two blushes from e.l.f. It is the Halo Glow Beauty ones. I love the Halo Glow, you know, all over face products that they do. So I was really keen to try these out, but if I'm being completely honest with you, I have not used them since I got them. Used them in a video, thought they looked alright, and then I haven't used them again. No, I lie. I have used them, I reckon, once since then, each color. So I've got, what was that one? I've got You Go Cocoa and Very Radiant. And they're obviously glowy blushes. There's something about the way these sat on my skin that I didn't love. So that is You Go Cocoa and that is Very Radiant. And they look really pretty, but there's just something about the way they sat on my skin that wasn't as natural looking as I wanted it to be. So I'm gonna pass those on to someone, and hopefully I can find someone who will enjoy them more than I am. Yeah, I do like the colors though. They're very pretty. Oh, thanks, Bills. Got a lick on my foot. That was, yeah, it's the most action I've had in a while. All right, now, so those are going out. Oh, I'm happy with my trajectory so far. I have another newer one here in front of me, and this is from Mecca Max, so the Mecca brand, and it is one of their, I think they're called off-duty blush sticks, and this came in a Mecca Beauty Loop, so it was a free gift. The shade is Juicy, and I'm a big fan of nude sticks. I love nude sticks. I want to own every single one of them, but this is more of a, almost more of a stain or like a tint than a creamy formula, and I'm just not that into it. So I think I'm gonna put that out. I prefer a creamier blush. So yeah, that can go. Also, I love, well, the thing that I love probably most about my nude sticks formula is that I can use it on my cheeks and my lips, and I love it as much in both places. So yeah, I don't need that, so that can go. Right, we're stepping back in time a bit here again to these bad boys. I used to have a couple more of these as well. These are from Stila. They are the convertible color, the cream cheek colors, and I'm pretty sure they still actually make these and stock these. However, I have had these for like 10 years, and honestly, you might want to vomit when you look at the inside because it's not pretty, but you know, I've warned you. So if you don't want to see something gross, look away now. So they've just gone all like weird and crusty inside. It's pretty gross. And so I feel like for the sake of bacteria, also it stinks. That is going to go out. The shade is Magnolia, so that's going out, but just so you can see, it's actually still real. I really do think these are very pretty. I do like these. It just might be necessary to get an updated one because that's gross. The other color I have, I literally can't even see it because it's not on there anymore. I reckon maybe like Camellia, or there's a solid chance I've just made that up. So anyway, this is what that looks like. And I obviously really liked this one because that's all that's left of it. Definitely stinks, needs to go out. Pretty though. They look really nice. I do like those. I wouldn't wear them on my lips, however, and they are quite sticky. So if you don't like sticky, I would steer clear of the convertible colors. All right, I have here another product from e.l.f. and this is a more recent addition again to my collection. I don't know why I bought like a whole bunch of these without obviously trying them first because I've ordered them online because I just can't get these in person around here. These are the Luminous Putty Blushes. I have another one, but that is actually in my makeup drawer because I like that color. Again, I have barely used these. I just haven't found myself really loving them. This is the shade St. Bart's. Let's have a squeeze. This is the shade St. Bart's. like a reddy pink with a definite blue undertone to it. I do just kind of feel like I look a bit bruised when I wear that. So I think that's probably gonna go out. I think that's probably going to go out, even though it's quite new. Because also I have to admit, I wasn't really that blown away by the formula. I thought they looked quite okay, but I don't reach for them. I'm not like, oh, I really want to use those e.l.f. putty blushes. So, you know, I think that tells you something, that I'm not enamored with the formula. So that's the orangey shade. So that's the orangey shade, and that is called Isla del Sol. I mean, I quite like that. God, I'm really on the fence about, okay, maybe I'll put those in the try again pile, because I can't make up my mind. And the other one I have here is called Barbados, which is a much deeper shade. Maybe I need to do a video where I retry one of the things that I've put into the can't decide category from every category. So that is Barbados. So it's like a bronzy orangey shade. No, I think that one's gonna go out. That's going out. Okay, next up, I've got a really old one. This is from MAC. Don't know if they still make it. And I can't even tell you what it is. So yeah, really super informative. It's one of their cream ones though, and I'm pretty sure this is, look, the packaging's trash. That always happens to me with MAC cases, the old MAC cases. They just fall apart. So it's a very creamy product. I think it's kind of a bit of a highlight. Actually, oh, that's really nice. I wish I could tell you what it is, because it's actually very pretty. However, it is old. You know what? I'm gonna keep that as well for now. Okay, I've got a couple more MAC blushes here. So I've got Margin. This one is Spring Sheen. So see what I mean? The lid bit always comes out. See if I can click that back in. Guys, I am fully gearing up for my trip overseas now. I have even started packing, even though I don't leave for another 2 and a bit weeks. I just want to get everything out and make sure I know what I need to get still. I just find it's the easiest way to pack. So this is Margin. It's very soft and pretty. I have a lot of the same colors, it looks like. Margin. That's really similar to that creamy one as well. Let me just put them next to each other. That's the creamy one, and that's Margin. Margin has a little bit more depth. That's actually very pretty. I'm keeping that. I'm not throwing as many things out as I did in the last video, am I? There we go. All right, this one, I wish I could remember what it's called. It was one of the first blushes I ever bought from MAC. And it's a very natural looking shade. Very nude on the skin. It's matte, and I'm definitely more of a radiant girl these days. On the fence about that bad boy. Let's test out Spring Sheen. Oh, that was Spring Sheen. Oh, I'm bonkers. Sorry, I got that so messed up. So Spring Sheen was the one that looked like the cream product. They were very similar. So the one I've got now is Margin. Oh God, this looks quite, they all look the same. Why do I always buy the same colors? All right, so that's Margin. What? Look, I don't know about you, but I'm bloody confused right now. I'm gonna put Spring Sheen next to that for comparison's sake. Oh heck, they are really similar. So Spring Sheen and Margin. So the Spring Sheen just has a little bit more pink. A little bit more pink. And the other one's a bit more peach, a bit more orangey. Maybe I will keep Spring Sheen, the pinkier one. Oh dear Lord, I can't make a decision. So all of the MAC ones are staying. All of the MAC ones are staying. Alrighty, I've got another really old one here in front of me from Stila. So the little pot situation. It is the shade Water Lily. doesn't actually say the name of the product. This is honestly really, really quite old. But it's kind of nifty because it has this interesting packaging. It's like, hello. Yeah, I need more sleep. So anyway, Water Lily, I actually like this product. I remember using this stacks and it being really pretty. And I think because it's got a real water base. Oh God, I've got to stop sitting on my feet. I'm such a child. So it's got a real water base and it looks very glowy and radiant on the skin. Wow. Again, I've bought something in a really similar color, but this one actually can be quite pigmented, so you can really pack a punch with it if you want to. That's a really good summery color, isn't it? That's so pretty. That's staying. Wow. Yeah, okay, that's staying. All right, next up we have got a Colourpop one. This is actually really recent in my collection. It is a Super Shock blush in chiffon. Now, I don't use this. I wanted it for so long, I got it, and now I don't use it. Yeah, I did not realize that there was glitter in this blush. And if I had known, I probably wouldn't have purchased it. It is very, very pretty, but definitely sparkly. Like, I don't want sparkle, I just want glow. And as pretty as that looks on my hand, I don't love the way that it goes on my face. So I think I'm gonna be parting with that one. Yeah. Bye, darling. Only a couple to go of blushes, guys. So next up we have got from, we used to have this shop called Vanity Cosmetics in Australia. And I don't know if they're still going, but they were really famous for their tanning products, but they also made mineral makeup products. And this was their Glow Cream Contour Stick in Saint Tropez, or Saint Tropez? How do you say that? I don't know. It's very pretty. It's very old. Again, it's the same color that I seem to buy in every single product. Oh, wow. Look at the wet look on that, though. Look at that. Ah, heck. I can't part with that. Look at her. She's beautiful. Ah. I'm not even going to pretend I'm going to put that out because I should, because it's old and gross. I'm not going to. I'm not. I'm just not. Keeping it until it dies. All right, that's staying. I'd love to know if Vanity still exists. It used to be such beautiful makeup counters as well. They used to be absolutely stunning to look at. Just beautiful lights and mirrors and crystals and yeah, really pretty. Okay, whittling away. Next up, I've got one from Sunday Riley and it is the shade Honest. Looks like that. I obviously did really enjoy this blush because I've used it quite a lot and I have hit pan, but it's been a few years since I've popped this on my face. It's a very soft shade with a glow. Gosh, I've been about a glow forever, even before glow was in. Look at me, little trendsetter. So that's really pretty, but I think it's time to say goodbye to that. I might actually see if my mum wants that one because I think she likes those kinds of colors. Cool. All right. Pop that in the mummy pile. Okay, next up I've got a Nude by Nature blush. Everyone that's been on this channel before knows that I love Nude by Nature. It's an Australian clean makeup company. They do a really nice mineral powder foundation that I like and use. And this is the Virgin blush. And it's such a pretty color. So it's a mineral blush, but this is why it's going out. I'm afraid to tip it so that you can see what's going on here, but it is like so messy. It's so messy. It's focusing on my face. It's just so messy. I cannot open it without it going everywhere, which is a shame because it's so pretty. I really love the shade. It just always looks beautiful no matter what. It goes with everything. Yeah. I'm sad to have to say goodbye, but it's just too messy and I'm always afraid to open it. So if they came out with this exact blush in a pressed form, I would love that. Bye, little nudie. Cool. Next, I have got 2 of the MCO Beauty Highlight and Glow Beauty ones. MCO Beauty is an Australian brand that dupes the crap out of everything. And usually they do it quite well. However, I was not super blown away by these blush sticks. What is that? Sorry, I just need some micellar water because my hand is still stained. Oh, it might be the Stila one, the watery one. That one is very long wearing. Fresh canvas. I'm gonna have the oldest hands in the world. Like, I'm gonna be 50 and my hands will look like they're about 80 because of how much makeup swatching and scrubbing I do on my hands. Also, I worked in special education for 7.5 years, and so I was constantly washing my hands and obviously sanitizing them as well. Anyway, this is the MCO Beauty Peach Glow. So let's have a little squiz. I'll put them next to each other so you can see. So these are obviously supposed to be dupes of Charlotte Tilbury's beauty ones. So that's the peach. They have a thicker consistency, definitely, than the Charlotte Tilbury ones. That's not really an issue for me, but to be honest, I don't even love the Charlotte Tilbury ones. So they're okay, but they're not my favorite go-to blush product. This shade in the MCO is Pink Glow, which I feel it has more depth than the pink one from Charlotte Tilbury. So that's Pink Glow and that is the Peach Glow. They actually look beautiful right now on my hand. They really do look very pretty. But I never use them. Why don't I use them? I think it's something about the texture. There's something about the texture that I don't love. Okay, and that brings us to the last blush product I have here, which is the Tarte Pro Glow and Blush palette. God, I remember being so excited when I bought this. Oh, look, isn't it so pretty? She's so pretty. Look at those shades. Let's give them a swatch. So they've obviously got a highlight in there and a bronzer. So that's the highlight and the bronzer. Quite pretty, but it's not them that I love this palette for. It is the blushes, and that's why I'll find it hard to let them go, because I actually do enjoy Tarte blush products, and there's some beautiful colors in this palette. So there's actually this shade here has that pink with the gold. It's kind of like a deeper version of Orgasm from Nars. And then you've got just a peach. Oh, these are so pretty. These are so pretty. Why am I finding blushes so hard to let go of? I did really well with my single eye products. And then finally, this shade here actually reminds me again of, I'd say, a more vibrant version of Orgasm from Nars. This is a very pretty palette. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I don't really use the highlighter, but I really do like the blushes in that palette. So for now, that is going to stay with me. Should we move into some bronzers? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? All right, so in the bronzy category, I have another one of those MCO Beauty Highlight and Glow Beauty ones in Bronze Glow. Hi, baby. And I never use this either. Again, I think it's the texture. I like things to be more lit from within glow, and these are kind of metallic-y. And I think that's it. I think that's why I don't really use them. So I think we can safely part with that. However, having said that, I love the MCO Beauty Instant Contour that is in similar packaging to this. I really love that. I use that all the time because that has a much more watery consistency than the Highlight and Glow ones do. Next up, we have got from Adept Cosmetics, something I can't tell you what it's called because all the writings come off, but it was one of their, I don't know if they still have these, they probably don't, I think it was limited edition, but I really liked this. This was a contour stick with a highlight, and they're both creams, and they're both really nice shades. So that is the bronzy part, obviously. There's the highlighter, and they're beautiful. Do you know what? I'm gonna try this in the next couple of days. I might wanna take this overseas with me. I love taking things in a stick format traveling, and cream products, because obviously they don't smash to smithereens like a powder can. So I'm gonna actually try that in the next few days and see if I might want to travel with it. But that's really nice. The finish is really nice. And I remember actually loving it at the time. I've just blended those out a bit more so you can see. Isn't that lovely? Why don't they still have those? I'm saying that while I assume they don't have those. I can't actually say for sure because I haven't checked. Okay, now a lot of you know I used to work for Bobbi Brown. Did I even say that in this video? I don't think so, but anyway. So I have a lot of Bobbi Brown products in my old makeup storage, and the other one that I haven't been through as well. But this is the brightening finishing powder. We used to get, actually, we were really lucky with Bobbi. We used to get a whole bunch of beautiful products for working for them. So it looks like that inside. And I generally just swirl them all together. That's how they look all together. It's very orangey though. It definitely is very orangey. So if you don't like an orangey look, you won't like that. I used to use it on my eyes as well as my face. So I would kind of go into individual shades and use them like that. But it's been a long time since I used it, and I think maybe it's time. Oh gosh, that's so pretty though. See when you use them individually? I love that color. Look at that. Oh, was anyone else really bad at getting rid of makeup? Is it just me? Because I just think there's obviously a reason why I bought it. So if it's still beautiful, I'm gonna find it hard to part with. I'm gonna part with it. I don't use it. Yikes. Okay. Now I got this as a gift with purchase from Adept Cosmetics when I purchased one of their eyeshadow palettes. This is the, what's it called? Ah, Lordy, Gianna something or other. I don't think they even have it anymore. I don't ever use it. So it has the, I guess, bronzer or contour shade, whatever you want to do with it. And then it has two highlighty shades. Those are the shades there. For some reason, I just haven't really taken to it. So I think, as much as it's a shame because it's so pretty, I think I'm going to pass this on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to pass that on to someone. One last bronzing product left, and it was one of the first things I ever bought from Benefit Cosmetics when they finally came to Australia. And this is the 1 Hot Minute Sexy in Seconds face powder. Okay, have a look. It's so cute. Look at the packaging. 1 Hot Minute. It's so cute. And okay, so this is a powder product, and it's absolutely glorious still. Let me just show you how stunning this is. It is such a beautiful bronzer. Why am I not using this? It's so, like, the shade is really beautiful and flattering and natural on my skin tone. It definitely runs warm, but I prefer that, but not orange. And I can't part with it. I've had this for like at least 10 years, but I just love it. I just really love it. It's so pretty. I'm keeping that. You can't make me part with it. All right, so that is all the bronzers as well. And I'm thinking I might leave it there, and I might do the highlighters with the other random face products that I have lying around. So I think that's long enough for today. Thank you so much for watching. I feel pretty good. I didn't do as well as I did with the eyeshadows, but to be honest, I've already done a lot of work with my storage of my makeup, so I'm quite happy with how I'm going. And yeah, I'm going to offer a few of those things to my mum and see if she would like them. Yeah, next time I will be pressing on with going through this big old box of makeup. We will do the highlighters, and I've got just random assorted face products as well. And actually I might chuck in the lips because there's not that many of those that I want to put out. Yeah. It takes a lot for me to hate a lip product. So we might smush all those things in together. Thank you so much for being here today. It's been a pleasure as always. Again, thank you so much for my beautiful eyeshadow that I have on. And I hope you have a fabulous day or night wherever you are. Please subscribe before you leave so you can find me again. It is a jungle, this YouTube place. And a thumbs up and a comment would be great. Like I said, if you have any questions, throw them at me because I think I want to do just a little bit of a chill out question and answer sesh at some point. So yeah, all right. I will see you very soon back here at the Dally Diaries. Take care. Bye.